Okay, are we alive? That is the big question. Always. Why am I never ever prepared? I think we're alive. Yes, we are. When was the last time I streamed until Tuesday? 2 weeks ago, you idiot. Hasn't been that long. Or I think it was 2 weeks ago. Asios, well. He's back. Yes, we are. Looks like it's a strong field today. It's a very strong field. Maybe there's just rating inflation on chess.com. A lot of big ratings out there. So yelling, I can hear you from upstairs. So annoying. Get alive. I realized I just yelled that. That was inappropriate. Didn't get the memo. Bone Cloud. Well, we did start a Title Tuesday one time with a Bone Cloud, and I did win that game. But my position was not great from the opening. How do I feel, Magnus? And is your family fine? I feel great, or I feel decent. And my family is doing great. Yavuhir Bozarov, Wonderkind 2011. Wow. Okay, let's honor the bird by playing the bird. Let's see what he does. C5, huh? Let's play E3. B5. We're getting a Nimzo-Indian type of position, but with the extra move F4. Now I can choose to take this. That is a somewhat double-edged choice by my opponent. Okay, let's go 95 first. Very simple chess. Thinking since my opponent is evidently a wonderkind, then I should try and play according to fairly simple principles, since that's what you're taught to do against kids. Keep it simple, avoid tactics. So that's the idea, then, well, not b4, b3. I'm terrible at drawing arrows still. That we can already conclude. That's why I think I mouse slip a ton as well. No pun intended. Could also gone here. I didn't really think that through. But yeah, next probably this, castles. And we're doing good. Okay, well now I kind of have to do this anyways, don't I? So, might as well have done it already, but I probably saved myself a few seconds in a blitz game, which you should not sneeze at. This is possible. Then d3, bishop b5, knight c3. Reconnecting? Really? My stream is fine though, isn't it? Well, that would have been vexing to lose on time because of some stupid ass connection issue. What should we do here? Queen g4 seems reasonable. I do trade off a few pieces, but the resulting position should be pleasant. So like here, boom, 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 and then this is hanging at the end. Hopefully we'll get good knight here against the bad bishop on c8. Okay, looks like we're headed that way. Oh, fe5 as well. Try and tempt him into making this move, which I don't think is very good. Then we take it. d4. 5, I got queen g3. So that is not a straightforward solution for black, I think. I'm not quite sure about it, to be fair. It's queen e7 now. If I trade, queen takes e5, here rook e8. It's not so easy. Not so easy for me to prove anything. Well, maybe this is possible too. Yeah, this wasn't super impressive, was it? Oh well, I'm still better. Here, maybe I go rook 8 to d. There's bishop g4. It's pointless. No, don't have a ton. Here takes, no, I think it's better. Obviously, cannot take the knight because of checkmate. I gotta say he's done very well to end up in a situation where he's very slightly worse, but realistically not much at all. That move I don't particularly like, but maybe it's not a big deal. Knight c5, king f7, rook d1, bishop f5. Should be alright. Maybe I should go here then. Nah, I don't love that. Rook e1 was the idea. Just trying to make it like a little bit difficult for him to activate his pieces. If he goes a5, I go a4. Maybe this is a weakness. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna try and set a little trap. See what he does. Well, he kind of semi falls into it. He can still go here, but I got a3. No, this was the idea. Takes here, and this pawn drops. That should be... I'm saying it should be, but it probably isn't. Is there really nothing here? a4, should be here. I can go knight to b6, king e7, a5. Okay, yeah, so that's good. Here, a5, bishop b3 doesn't give anything, but this. I think he is just about not in time. maybe he is. King A. Yeah, king E. It's annoying. That is very annoying. Knight D6. Here. It doesn't really give anything. So you gotta try this, I think. It's not much at all. Here we got A7. I'm not sure this position is objective of winning, but he's running out of time. Can I trade? I think I can trade. H4. He runs out of moves. Okay, yeah. Just go here now. This. Yeah, that works. Okay. Well, that was a fun endgame, at the very least. This guy was not bad at all. Very tough resistance. But we escape, and we are now 1 out of 1. Which is pretty much 11 out of 11, isn't it? Did he earn his name? Well, yeah. She did. He fought really hard, indeed. Good player. Okay. Matias Perez Goros Matichas 1. Matichas 1. Okay. D4. Let's play D5. Seems to be a good reply. Copying his moves. Really? Okay, I'm going to continue to copy. Sure. Sure. Okay, now I have to stop copying him. That I'm able to tell. Okay, let's go here. Trying to play this. I mean, Queen B3 is a bit of a questionable choice, I would say. I think the whole point of his setup is, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of aimed at getting the bishop out to f4 without me getting my bishop to f5. And well, okay. As I was speaking, he's got his bishop to f4, so that aged like terrible milk. Is there any point to this? Rook g1. I don't think he'll miss his castling rights very dearly, will he? Okay. Let's go here. Queens are likely to be exchanged, so I'm just gonna take back with the king here, and I don't think I'll miss my castling rights very much. I don't believe you gotta fight for your rights to castle. Bishop e3, yeah, let's just develop. Seems quite harmonious. So you want this, then I think I'll trade, plop the bishop in, maybe. His knight would not be the most impressive piece. Should I go a5? No, probably not. Seems wrong, positionally speaking. This move is slightly annoying, not gonna lie. Okay. Let's trade, and we play b6. I thought he would go a5. Should I go a5? Position is quite symmetrical, but I do have a space advantage, and I should have some advantage. Kind of tempted to go here. Then knight here, then f5, rook c1. Don't love that. Okay. It's a bit of a strange maneuver, but I think it's not that bad. The idea is if he goes knight c1, I'll go f5, and then f4 next. And if he goes knight d2, I think the knight is pretty poorly placed here. Now I still want to go f5. But the thing is, like if I had gone bishop g6 immediately here, then he goes knight c1, f5, and then knight d3. But now exactly he doesn't have time for that. So I think that was, I don't know, nice positional subtlety. Don't know if it means a lot in the grand scheme of things, but I think it was a nice touch. Am I a little bit too proud of myself for that? Well, yes, I am. But if I'm not, who's going to be? Yeah, his position is quite difficult. I basically got a nice space advantage for free, and he doesn't have a ton of counterplay. He should have put his king on d2, I think, when he put his earlier when he put his king on g1, or castled, as they say. Now he does give me an extra option. It's like, is this showing too much talent? I don't know. I'll go here first. I mean, I think my position is so good that I can essentially do whatever I want here, but I'm kind of attracted to this idea. The thing is, like, knight d3 takes doesn't really relieve a ton of the pressure, even if I go knight f4 later on, and allowing to play with opposite colored bishops. I don't think that in itself can be considered like a massive relief. Now I think I'll just cash in, to be honest. Like with the rook, e3, rook f7, rook f8. He's already struggling a little bit to defend everything. Okay, that's a good try. That is a very good try. Okay, I should go g3. Just a lot of, just blast it open. A lot of shooting, a lot of blasting. Rook f4 is nice. Rook f8 is quite tempting too. Knight d3, I can sack the exchange. I can also just win the pawn like this. Probably my favorite option. No, this is a blunder. I can just take here. Maybe I could have done that on the previous move too. Okay, good game. Yeah, that was fairly. Oh, why can't I see the analysis? I think that was decent enough. Regardless, don't need no computer to tell me that. Just a nice positional grind. And I didn't even have to resort to trickery in the endgame. This is the Aaron Fox showing the versatility. Point guard for currently arguably the best team in the West and fighting one of the best young players in Title Tuesday, but spending a little bit too much time. And getting into the lost pawn in game 2. Okay. Oh, Jan is done. Oh, Jan is gonna get flagged. He's gonna get flagged so bad. Poor guy. Come on, move. King f3. No, he panicked. Gave up the bishop. Is my connection like really bad? Chat, am I dropping frames? Yeah. So funny. King h4, Bogdan. No, I'm greedy. There must be something wrong with my connection. What a shame. Okay, third round should be starting any minute. Apparently the mods are not working today, so you guys don't get to make like 2 or 3 comments before it turns back to emote only, which is of course a shame. Rasmus Svene, whom I've played a number of times actually in Title Tuesdays, and it's always a tough customer. A6? Really? Let's see how he deals with this one. I'm sure he hasn't seen that one before. And there's probably a good reason. We just end up in a innocuous line with the moves a3 and h3 and a6 included. He wants bishop f5. Knight f3. Well, now I get this, don't I? kind of defeats the purpose of. No, really. Just giving up bishops willy-nilly. Really? I know that's a lot of reallys, but okay, I'm gonna castle. I feel like with this structure, like my attack here should be quite dangerous. Maybe he's kind of semi-quick enough with this counterplay. I don't know. C5 I just capture on D5. He's really got to show something fairly quickly. B5 maybe? G4 and then... Yeah, maybe it's not that easy for me. H4... I kind of want to play caveman style. From the Caveman Islands. Okay. Oh, no. No. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we don't have time for mouse slips in these positions. I think C5 could be really good here. Takes. Now I get E4 at least. My play at least makes a certain bit of sense. Knight B6, I suppose. He should be doing fine here, at the very least. But I think I'm doing fine too. It's probably reasonably equal. Queen C3. Here, I just want to go bishop D3. Does rook E8. It just ends up being very equal, doesn't it? Let's try. Here, then knight a4, bishop G2 maybe. I feel like I should be able to win, or rook D6, rook E8, I'm not so sure about. I should be able to win C6 in exchange for C5, and hopefully I'll be slightly better with bishop against knight. Here, well, this I wasn't convinced about, I will say. I take everything. Then I play D5. And here I was kind of hoping that, even though my king is a bit exposed, then my play would be quick enough. Very interesting. Rook E2 takes. Queen here. I'll probably give a check, don't I? If I go immediately, takes king f8, I think he's alright. Is Queen c1 a move? I really want to keep that check in reserve. Queen e4. Then again, I have to go for some trade. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, queen d3 seems unimpressive, so this has got to be the move. d6? What's his idea here? Rook f1, I got queen c1, forcing the trade of queens. Queen d7, I can start giving my king some air. I'm actually not threatening d7 because background checkmate, but so what about queen d3? Rook f3, d7 takes, queen c4. Okay, there's no point in trying. Why am I spending time on that? a3. This endgame should be winning. Don't think he'll really be able to activate anything. Oh, maybe I cannot activate my king actually. What am I doing? Just block it off. Just at least make my king as active as possible. What am I doing? Rook a1, then yeah, here I'm in time, am I not? Yeah, just in time. King g6, rook f4. And this is game over. After a lot of shenanigans. Oh boy. Oh boy. Another, is this Magnus Queen's Gambit as well? They're really naming way too many lines that I didn't really invent. They just cannot come to terms with the fact that I not invented any opening line and my 15-year or so reign of being the best player in the world. It's a little bit sad. Okay. Okay. Well, Arvind, second place finisher, if I'm not mistaken, from the Prague Masters he had like the wildest tournaments, just ups and downs. Seem to remember he had some kind of knight Earth there. I don't remember what he played. Maybe this is what he played. A3, huh? Why do you play that immediately? B5? Does he want some bishop E2 stuff? I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe he just wants to play a normal F3. Normal F3 based approach. Oh, is this the line? G2? Strange hybrid of a couple of lines. Let's see, C6. A5, B3, Queen C7, Knight D7. That seems reasonable. Maybe it just goes F4. Knight C4, Bishop C4, C1, and then I probably just look very silly. He ignores it like this, but now at least I develop with Knight D7. The idea was B3, I was going to go Queen C7 and hopefully disturb his coordination just a tad. That way, if he goes Queen D2 or Knight E2 or whatever, then whenever he goes F4, I have this square for the knight, so my activity makes like a little bit more sense. Queen E2, now I got Rook C8, Rook H3. I'm not sure what that does. I'll develop, I guess. If he castles, I'm whacking on C3 without even thinking. F4 and Knight C4. Like Bishop C1, I got Queen B6. Seems not unreasonable. Again, just trying to disturb his coordination a little bit. Queen F2. H6, is that a move? Here. Bishop F6 takes King F7. Seems reasonable. Yeah, seems like a good way to try and create a little bit of concern for my opponent. I believe my pieces must be well enough placed that this is not too troublesome for me. Here, even like Knight C5, B3, just whack on E4, give up a piece. Doesn't seem that terrible, but also here, E5, I can force the trade of queens and I should be alright. I mean, it's gone from him being up in development to now me being up in development. So I do like the course this game is taken in that sense. This seems very reasonable. B3 takes. Oh, maybe he has king somewhere. Then G6. That should be alright. Also G6 immediately. 93. Okay, 93. I just take. So, what was I thinking? Here, E4. B2 is hanging too. Yeah, maybe take with the bishop actually. There was potentially E5 otherwise. But now I'm just winning a couple of pawns and this position is in ruins. So this is a good move from him, trying to set up a little bit of counterplay with knight f5, but shouldn't be anywhere close to enough. Bishop takes, why not? This is also reasonable. It's probably a very nice move actually. Knight here, king e6. That doesn't give him anything. Yeah, just king e6 now, and the knight in e5 protects this invasion square too. So that means he has even less counterplay. Bishop b2, I got bishop b4. Now, here I can go rook to f8. K5, I got bishop f2. And then bishop d4, and if rook f5, bishop takes g7. Now that should come with a resignation on his part. No, guess not. Guess we play on. Don't quite know why though. Maybe he wants to make sure all his pieces, all his pawns are lost before resigning. Okay. Good game. I mean, slightly dubious opening, I suppose, but it quickly took over, and from there it was a massacre. So that feels good, man. Okay. We got a bunch of players with 4 out of 4, as per usual. Don't see Hikaru or Fab. Oh, there is Hikaru. Oh, there we go. Oh, he is losing. B5, C4. So he does have the faint hope of flagging, but not anymore. Well, obviously, 20 odd seconds is good enough. Oh, the dog. If Ella is still in the chat, can you ask? Was the dog found? Gabby's dog? That was running around New York City. This could have been a nice stalemate, actually. What is Ella? What dinner is Ella made today? Well, we're having chili con carne today. With like a special twist. Doesn't sound super exciting, but trust me, it is. It's awesome. I am looking forward to that after dinner. After this tournament, which of course is the real dinner. When is the stash coming back? Nah, probably not super soon. If I were to guess, I would say fall. That would be my guess. Not because of November, but just time-wise, it seems like a good time. Okay, boys and girls, I am taking a little break. And there's a 6-minute break in the tournament. We got 4 out of 4. No, bad tie break. Why do I have a bad tie break? So 4 out of 4. Just a score I share with 20 others. Yeah. This chat really just falls apart once I'm gone. How much Magnus pays mods? What? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how much worse I am just like after 10 moves. My guess would be... Why can I not see analysis? Whatever. Can I play more of these Scheveningen as black? Yeah, probably. I like it. Thoughts on Spurs getting relegated this season? No, I think it's unlikely. I think Leeds may be in trouble, potentially. Forest too. But it's going to be fun to watch them in the Champions League. Well, this guy, who I played him like just a couple of days ago in just a few casual blitz game, and this is obviously a kid because he literally has kid in his name, Muhammad Zokid. Okay, let's hit him with the London system. See what he does. What you gonna do now? This? Really? Okay. C3, bishop D2. It's this shit. I don't like this. What can I do now? It's so boring. Why am I doing this? Analysis is busted on Proctor? Really? What am I doing? Like, am I trying just to be like slightly worse with white? I'm probably succeeding. A lot of funny sounds coming from my son in the background. Trust me, he's not helping with the game. He's eating porridge right now. Which is a bit of a journey. I mean, anything is fine, like Queen A7, for instance. It doesn't even have to trade. I'm just playing like a total idiot. Liz is spending a ton of time. I mean, even take C4 and it's fine. Yeah. Well, that was a quick way to get worse with the white pieces. This too? You're being very greedy, sir. I'm not sure. Ugh, he's got A5, doesn't he? Knight F3. This knight is pretty bad. Just gives me some tactical options. Yeah, knight F3. here. Keys. D8. Go here. I'm assuming he trades. Now if his knight was somewhere else, this would be excellent. But now, can I not take the pawn? Take g4. What is wrong with that? I think that's excellent. I think my guy just got tricked. As one German candidate said, ach, immer diese billige Blitztricks. I enjoy that a lot. He didn't fall for my trick. Why am I playing for tricks now? That's just dumb, to be honest. Just play normal. I could have just gone knight d6. Instead, I just wanted bishop d5, h6. Like Moran. Yeah, this is probably completely unclear now. I mean, that is just like too moronic to be true. King g6, f4, should still be better, but come on. Why? Just got carried away. Yeah, I should take first, shouldn't I? He's got queen, rook e5. It's like incredible silliness coming from the other room. What a delight. Okay, I have some ideas. I think those ideas are not very good. Oh, I got h5. Those ideas are good. I'm a genius. Look at this. Brilliant. Brilliant. Here, boom, back, rook g4. Checkmate. It's not every day you see checkmate without queens on the board. Oh well. Okay, let's look at Faustino's game. Somebody requested that in the previous one. He's playing Subramanian, I think? Yes, Bharat Subramanian. Nishmetinov, Rasilimo, attack. Let's see. KF2. Poor Fausti is struggling time-wise. Oh, that was a bad move. No, there's Richie's 6. It was not a bad move at all. It's a very decent move. 98. Boom, boom. 95. Yeah, don't think Faustino is surviving this. With the time situation. 93. Probably sack this at some point. D4, yeah. It's losing. And he's losing on time. And he resigns. Okay. So what do we got? Not a ton of players, unless it's... No. Well, now we got 5 players. With 5 out of 5. And probably a few more coming, because there are a few time scrambles. And... may I say, a lot of usual suspects were up there. Lazovic, seen him overhead. Serrano. Subramaniam, as we just saw. And Renato Terry. Let's look at Bock. Oh, this is an unusual set of material imbalance. Yeah. It ended peacefully. Okay, I guess. Next round is starting very, very soon, because they must have been one of the very last games to finish. So 6 players total, with 5 out of 5. And as you can see from your screen, I am luckily one of them. But we're probably getting a fairly tough game now with the black pieces. Last game was a bit strange. I think it was a clear case of just total overthinking on my opponent's part. I've played this guy so many times in Title Tuesdays. He always plays D4 and I play something weird. And then I've been, well, guess not. We're getting another Sicilian. Bishop B5. Guess that's reasonable. This, huh? Okay, let's play knight of 6. Don't think he's much of an e4 player, so just trying to confuse him a tad. Oh yeah, it's this line, isn't it? Should I play like Gary did against Ivanchuk when he got crushed? Seems reasonable. I was expecting knight d5. Now I can at the very least go e6. And as long as I'm solid, you know, the bishops may be meaningful. Okay, it's reasonable. Bringing the knight into the center. Play h5 at some point, I guess. This is interesting. This becomes like a Kosol system from the classical Sicilian, but then the white bishop and black knight is generally on the board. So I would assume this difference would slightly favor black in this case, but I'm not quite sure. I think if anyone, it favors black. Let's put it like that. It's a bit of a strange way to play for that, because you're basically saying, I'm not going to castle. That is just off the table, essentially. Maybe queenside at some point, but basically you've weakened both sides of the board, so it's quite committal. But you do get the two bishops, and in this case you even get the two bishops versus the two knights. And in a long, drawn-out contest, that may be a very important factor. And I shouldn't say that I've completely ruled out castling queenside here, because king could potentially be quite snug behind some pawns. Sure, e5. Let's just work c8. I just talked about queenside castling, and now I am ruling it out. So there you go. But it's continuing the theme of just playing super committal chess. Here I got, because this was his idea. Doesn't impress me like a ton. I guess we go here. King is usually reasonably safe on e7 in these variations. I want to go here. And I want to push. I think this is reasonable. Rook d2, I suppose, and then we start operations on the other side, or this side. For the moment, I think that e5 is probably a real threat. Knight f5, and taking here. Okay. Guess I protect. Looks a little bit passive, but don't see exactly what he can do about it. Okay, so he wants to go here at some point. Just a very reasonable move. Back k7 after. Don't love that. I'm kind of a little bit stuck. I guess including a3, b3 shouldn't hurt me. I've got ideas of f5, like takes, and then e5, but it starts becoming a little bit risky. Okay. We need a move. Maybe this is a bad idea. Feels like it's reasonable. Take it. It's e4. move. No, forgetting it. This is hanging. Maybe this was a really bad idea. Yeah, this was a bad idea. Just ruin my position for no reason. This is a bit risky, but didn't see like super simple options anymore. Okay, here, this is hanging. Oh, I had C3. Sorry, E3. That just won on the spot. What am I doing? That was just mate. Very silly. Should be in control still, but it's fairly easy to blunder stuff in positions like this. Okay. Avoid forks. That doesn't concern me too much. Here, I think we push. I blocked the pawns, but yeah, now I think I can just take. It's actually not so clear, is it? No, I should win. Oh, B4. That was his idea. What am I doing? What am I doing? E2 should win. Okay, this doesn't help him. Yeah, this wins. Yeah, okay. Didn't have to resign it. Oh, no, I was about to pre-move. I think queen takes g3, but he can actually take my rook on h2. I mean, that still wins, but that was a bit unnecessary. Okay, shaky game. But honestly, like, it became super complicated, so then it wasn't easy. I think it was a good strategic game up to a certain point. Somewhat exploiting the fact that he's not a natural e4 player, but he did make a great effort to come back, but yeah. Okay, 3 players, Lazovic, move ahead, and myself with 6 out of 6. Very tough group. Hikaru, Fabi, and a bunch of others with 5. Okay, so I get black again. Just a little bit unlucky. Okay, let's play e6. This guy plays some weird lines against the this move. Yeah, this I've had several times. Didn't Darda play this as well or something? What do you do here? D6? Then he wins. Well, then he wins 93. Cannot be too bad, can it? Knight of 6, C3. Can I do something more clever? possible? It's fine. I can deal with him getting d4. Knight g4, h5 should be okay. I think. Not sure. No, I was intending e5. I thought I should be okay. Here. Don't see what the big fuzz is about. Really? If I take a 5, knight g5, should be good for me. Bishop a3, I go b5. Yeah, I like that. Okay, 7. No, there's knight g5 coming. This is probably not that good. We have to go f4, but that would be an admission of very slight failure. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Knight g5, I go f4. Knight goes away, h6. Knight e6 takes, rook f6. Take an e6, and I'm claiming to be a pawn up. This? No, there's still queens. c8 isn't there. Knight d5 also, there's queen c8. Okay, I gotta speed up a little bit. His knight is not super impressive. So, it's not a great extra pawn, but should be doing more than okay. Rook d7 next. My pieces on protected squares. Alright, he's doing fine. Maybe. Okay. I'm protecting d6. 3 pieces, and you're attacking it with 3 pieces. Oh, he's got fucking knight g5. Always blunder something. Yeah, I should have known. I should have known that was too much. This looks wrong. So wrong. It's going to take like this. Yeah. For the moment, I'm like sort of holding on. Yeah, this is no good. Bishop f8 maybe. Take the knight. Go back to g6 if I can. But I'm struggling. I mean, I don't think this move is good, by the way. I just don't see any decent moves. Like, down it places the pawn on under dark square, but it was really hard for me just to pass the move. All I'm relying on is g4 at some point. It's my only idea. This is thinking. Go back. Oh, boy. Yeah, that was clever. He just put me in Zugzwang. Probably may as well resign here. Maybe were more incisive options, but it's not as though this position is not winning. Desperately just trying for any counterplay I can find. I didn't even see my bishop was hanging. Probably getting mated, top of everything else. Don't have any moves. Yeah. Knight d4 and checkmate. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, I should have. Like, I'm not like a ton better here. Because he's got well placed pieces and I'm a little bit passive. But I'm certainly like, I've got every invasion square covered. And then he played very good logical moves, and yeah, queen c6. The idea, I was relying on playing g4, but there's this, and that kind of, maybe not. There's not a fade or something. Probably not. I would guess this does not work for me. Yeah, so it kind of went from I'm thinking that I'm better, and then I'm just lost. And then he does a really good job, I think, of wrapping up. I mean, he's incredibly talented, and he is very, very strong when things open up a bit. But that's okay. Lazovic won as well, so there are 2 players with 7 out of 7. I'll just do my very best to try and beat the others. Okay, let's go for mate. Basically, I'm trying to play a kind of scholar's mate without wasting time on queen, without giving him, an extra move with g6. So I'm just putting the queen on f3 immediately. I thought of this the other day, and I was like, wow, why have I never tried that? And now he just plays the same line with a tempo less, and that just feels a little bit silly. Okay. Here, I guess. I can go g4 too. Let's just castle. So allowing a6. Guess I'm going to. Really? That's interesting. And surprising. Because if I take, there's knight b4 stuff, but the pawn may not be going away. I'm not sure I approve of that decision that he made. Thinking b6, and I go knight d5 anyway. Okay, this is very sensible. No, he's rerouting his pieces to very decent squares. I somehow managed to miss that, even though I literally talked about knight b4 in my previous sentence. I cannot decide whether rook c6 is very silly or d3, d4. Probably should put it here. Guess he has to go a5, otherwise I kick his knight away. Somehow I was reckoning mostly with him taking on d4. c4 seems wrong. This maybe? I feel like he's getting a lot of stuff here. Yeah. I've had enough. I don't feel like I'm able to make decent positional decisions, so we are, and I'm also spending way too much time, so we're just opening up the game. Bishop e5, I got f4, so I'm not losing the queen. f4, I'm sacking a piece, and I should be doing all right. Muy complicado. Don't think I'm doing badly. Just like it's what I kind of always say. It's interesting, complicated. Don't think I'm doing that badly. Go on, get a grip, get a new repertoire. Guessing 95, then I just want to trade. Is that more clever? Queen e3. Queen. Okay, I'll try and just simplify then. This was my idea. Hopefully he will have to put the knight on a pretty passive square. And then I just start pushing P. No, that's no good. I saw that. Yeah, maybe it's not that bad. He's got 95. G7, F2, G9. I guess better stick to the script. H5 takes. Should be like close to winning, shouldn't it? So many, like, poison squares here. It's so close. I'm just so short on time. What am I doing? No, every square is poisoned. Once I go to like G3, no, it's no good. Nope, 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 nope. This. Okay. Should be close now. This be. Okay, I'll take. Here. This is so close. No, this is a draw, sadly. At least I cannot lose. Yeah, blunders the pawn. Nice. I'm just tilted. Ugh. Blech. Let's go. have a win somewhere? I should not trade it, should I? Queen c4. If he moves the bishop, I got this. I think this was probably the one. Okay. That is very sad. And we go from, oh, move ahead one again? Now we go from being in prime position to being in a little bit of a desperate situation, but for the first time I think I have a good tie break, or for the first time in the tournament, so winning a couple of games at the end should give me a decent place, but you know, half out of 2 in the last 2 was kind of rough. Audio seems to be quiet today. Yeah, I'm quiet because I'm pissed and I'm losing. Yeah. Maybe there was bishop f6 there on the other. Yeah, some g4 stuff. Did I deserve that? No, I feel like I didn't deserve it. I don't feel like I deserved to win. But no, I didn't deserve to win. I was too weak and too slow. Oh, block dirty flagged Hikaru, huh? Oh, this is proper dirty flag as well. Poor guy. Okay. A little break. 6 minutes or so, probably 4 minutes from now. I'm not too relaxed. I'm pissed. Shut up. Oh wow, I came back. Came back before the game started. A bit of a shocker. Okay, time to focus. Hoodie mode activated. You guys enjoyed? You guys enjoyed the chair? It's always a hoot, isn't it? Okay, 6.5 out of 8. Not on the first page, but we have a chance. We just gotta win out and hope things go our way. So it's only Cena move ahead with 8 out of 8. The rest have or 7 players with 7 out of 8, and then a bunch of players, including myself, with 6.5 out of 8. And I have a good tie break, so yeah, winning the rest should probably give me top 2. But we'll see. One, wow. Kargan Ahmad. This guy's from Azerbaijan, I think. Keep going with the Sicilian. May not be the best way to play against the kids, but this, huh? Oh, there's a line like knight c6, and then you... Yeah, I think that's the line. Bishop b5, like this. Take, knight d4. So I can go for that, but am I not just happy to play an endgame like this? Unless he has tactics, which I don't really see, then isn't take the kids into the endgame the general advice? I'm sure the famous general advice would approve this. Here, can even go e6 immediately, can I not? Similar to what I earlier against Renato. So maybe slightly unnecessarily provocative. Nobody knows what it means, but it is provocative. Here. Rook c8 maybe. Or h6. Asking him, do you really want to exchange? Otherwise, he's very slightly alleviating the pressure on my position, and we're getting closer to a point where I've just got a very nice position with the bishop here. Okay, here. Rook d1, king e8. Don't see any super big ideas there for him. e5 takes knight f5. Yeah, don't believe that. I got bishop c6 there, I believe. Okay, now he's threatening e5. That's quite transparent. Knight e4, no, that doesn't work. Maybe this is, yeah, this move is actually really annoying. Super annoying. Does it go like b5 or something? It's threatening knight a5 and e5. Yeah, I think I have to get a little frisky. '92, I think I have to go '94. No, but I'm definitely worse there. This is not great. Yeah, it's not great at all. It just takes rook d6. What am I doing? Point. I think so. I mean, if I could only castle, that would be one thing. But without castling rights as well, like this is looking very bad for me. I just take and rook b6. Probably other things too, but king e8 was really bad, I think. That was not a good move. It was a terrible move, actually. Now I'm right back in the game. He must have missed that. No, he cannot even take here because of this. Don't think I'm super concerned about that. Maybe I should be. Good move. Annoying move. These games are just so far out of control, aren't they? Should I take bishop f6, e5? I feel like I just gotta rook d7. It's annoying. At least the games are kind of interesting, but like. I'm not sure about this. No, this is wrong. He had rook g1 there. Probably was still very good for white. Now, on the other hand, I am completely back in the game. Can probably trade, but I don't know if I need to. What is that? Here takes. Oh boy. Total mess. Yeah, that was not a confidence builder, but it was a win. That's all I can say. Now everybody ahead of me won, and Uwe had made a draw, but everybody else won. Okay. See if I can at least play one of the guys ahead of me. The white pieces. Oh, Lazarek. Well, it's not a dream pairing, is it? Okay, I'm gonna try the same opening against him. See what he does. He plays c5. The openings, everything is just becoming stone cold tilt. This? Is that bad? Oh, there's a6. The bishop, doesn't work. Okay, I have to do this at some point regardless, I think. He just has easy counterplay, I think. d5 at least I want to get. Oh, he takes and then d3, doesn't he? Yeah, it takes d3, bishop e3, but I'm a little bit worse there. I was hoping like I'm getting my knight to f2 and so on. Oh, no. He should not allow that. Now I'm sort of back in the game. No, but I mean, this is like, it's not like this is bad for black, but now my play makes a certain bit of sense. This, in some lines, getting a little bit of space. I'm gonna go here and then knight g5. A little more active. h5, I'm going back, and I'll be very happy to have provoked a weakness. he's keeping an eye on. He's keeping an eye on a5, which is quite clever. Means that I have a little bit less room to maneuver. Getting the queen out of the way and so on. Just giving my knight a potential escape square over here. That's a bit annoying. Give him that. It's becoming a little bit cagey. Maybe I never had anything here. Takes, he goes BC, huh? Maybe I do it regardless, I don't know. It's not like I had a ton of great options there. H5, I'm just gonna A5, give up the pawn. Here, I guess. This being the very obvious idea. If here I got rook c1, then taking this. So that is not possible. I really want to go 95 at some point. B6. No, I cannot go rook B6. It's a bit of a weird move. Not gonna lie. I was hoping that this position would be promising for me. Like I give up rook f2 and I have to give up my knight. Sorry, no, this cannot be good, no? He has got resources there, but knight g6. This has got to be good for me. G4 takes an f4 afterwards. No, this has got to be good for white. He's got to go rook f4. Yep. As expected. So complicated. Oh, I'm running short of time. Oh, that was a panicky move. Not good. Not good at all. Read this. Kind of playing purely in instinct now. At least he's catching up with me on time. Okay, so queen c7. Yeah, that was expected. Oh no, this doesn't actually work. This. Oh boy, I did not see that at all. There's some weird. No. Oh, he's got bishop e5. Fuck. Yeah, I'm losing now. I have to try and run away. I have to try and win the game. Oh, come on. Yes, 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 yes. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel so dirty. So dirty. I mean, pre-moving king b7 at the end is so dumb as well. I should pre-move a8. Shouldn't assume that he takes my pawn. Okay. Fabian the last one, huh? It's not a super simple proposition either. e3. He plays like b6 then. Oh boy. I don't know if that's a good move. I just like knight on g3 just feels it feels too inviting. To go back, yeah. Now what do I do? Probably e5. I feel like getting the pawn here should be an achievement compared to normal situations. Like normally this structure is a little bit better for white, but here it seems that otherwise like the knight is coming here, so it seems like very useful space for me. We'll see. Maybe good old Fabi is a little bit tilted after being knocked out of the American Cup too. Having said that, I still allow his knight to go to to g3, but hopefully I've achieved something structurally. Bishop here, bring the queen out, then we'll see. Okay, he wants... Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. One of the best players in the world making moves that make sense. Who would have thought? What a castle queenside, but not sure it's really feasible. Oh well, we'll try. No, F4 F5. As long as that doesn't blunder anything, just it's a good move. Which is another way of saying that it's a generally desirable move that might be tactically flawed. Annoying, very annoying move. And completely missed by me, of course. Now, like knight of 6, I'm running into, yeah. This is why you castle, kids. F5, just over ambitious. Okay, so we run away. Rook h6, I would become vulnerable to e4 and x-ray attacks, so couldn't do that. Still e4. Looks, yeah, very tempting. We can sort of get away with. I think I should run. Hey, position still feels semi-playable at least. I do have some long-term factors like the bishop pair, even though this guy isn't getting any honors at the moment. No, I think I gotta just finish development at long last. He does get a pawn, but I'm not too concerned about that. This traps his rook now. It's not like the game is over because of it, but it feels like a pretty big achievement. It's probably the best option. This one I'm not sure I'm too worried about. Okay, queen f8 probably. He does have good piece play. I will give him that. C5 coming there. Still c5, but please catch up with me on time. That would be very nice. Thank you very much. That was not it. If there was something, he didn't find it. Bishop a4. It doesn't really work, I think. Some queen b8 should be working. Yeah. This cannot be good. This here takes queen d3. Okay, good. That was a very nice counterattack there, I think. Probably some things were missed, but I mean, I was way down on time and position was dangerous, and I managed to turn the game. And okay. What is this? Oh, well, seen a move ahead 1. 10.5 out of 11. I said if I win out, I'm going to get top 2. When a guy scores 10.5 out of 11 and beats me, you just got to say that was an incredible performance and you move on. 9.5 out of 11 against fairly strong opposition. Like, I won a significant amount of rating is not bad, especially considering the fact that I won some very dubious positions. I cannot complain about that one bit. And it was good practice for upcoming tournaments. I missed a tournament last week, and I certainly felt that today I needed to, keep the juices flowing. Okay, boys and girls, I am going to get ready for some chili con carne. So there we see it confirmed. Lasvik in third, myself in second, and Sina move ahead with a very convincing 10.5 out of 11. So congrats to him. And, not bad. We're not going to rate anybody, I think. We're going to stop the stream, and will I see you guys next week? No, I probably will not.